She wanna vibe with me. I told her, little baby, just go ahead and sit down. Ay, she wanna ride with me. I told her, little baby, you just for the click now. Ay, rockstar status my motive. Look how I came in.
What do you guys think about Baker Mayfield and his fit and injury right now with the Browns?
So this is an interesting topic because, for one, we all went to Texas through the whole OU Texas thing. So we've kind of been aware of Baker for a long time. And, I mean, he was really good at Oklahoma, obviously. I think they beat us those years in the Red River. Y'all remember? I think they beat us.
Yeah. I mean, we only beat Kyler Murray.
Yeah. So we know all about Baker Mayfield. But the reason we kind of bring this up is because the Browns have been underperforming this year. And, I mean, Baker Mayfield is, although not the most talented quarterback, for some reason he has some of the biggest hype around him, and he has maybe the most commercials in the league. So I think he's a guy that we got to talk about if he's that famous and popular as one of those guys who wants to be a top-tier quarterback, which I know he does. But I just have to say that based on his performance so far this year and really in his career this whole time, I don't think Baker Mayfield is the right quarterback for the Browns. I actually contend that there's not a big drop-off, if any, between Case Keenum and Baker Mayfield right now. The Browns have been disappointing all year with Baker. They were 3-3 with them, with a terrible loss to the Cards and a 14-point performance against the Vikings. They won that game, but they still only put up 14 points. That is with some of the most elite offensive players on his team as well to go along with them. Just to go over some of his numbers, he only has 6 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. 6 TDs is nothing to write home about, and he has 2 fumbles to go along with that. He has only thrown for 1,474 yards, making him 24th in the league. But the thing is, it's not really the numbers. It's the fact that he has so much talent on his team. I could argue, and I would argue, that he might be the sixth best thing on the offense. The offensive line as a unit is much better than the quarterback play. Both running backs are better than Baker. Odell and Jarvis are both better than Baker. So I would contend that Baker might be the 6th best thing on his offense. And when your quarterback is that low in the totem pole, I just don't think that's a winning formula in today's game in 2021.
All the things you just said were really, really deceiving. So against the Cardinals, like that blowout loss you referred to, first of all, Chubb didn't play in that game. Kareem Hunt got injured in the middle of that game. Then also most of this year, those 5 players that you've been talking about, Jarvis Landry, Odell, Chubb, Kareem Hunt, they've all had their share of injuries. And so has Baker Mayfield too, honestly. But
I mean, he missed the last game, yeah, Baker. And I mean, Chubb's missed 2 games, and I mean, one of them was without Baker, and then Kareem Hunt got hurt in the middle of the game.
So he's missed 1.5 games.
Yeah, I mean, but both of them missed a game when Baker didn't even play, and they won that game actually with Case Keenum without Chubb or Kareem Hunt.
D'Ernest Johnson played out of his mind. But also, like, even with Case Keenum, we saw, I mean, it was kind of ridiculous that you said Odell Beckham. Yeah, Beckham used to be, like, cold back in the day. But even with Case Keenum, we saw him dropping balls left and right, too, in that game.
Odell Beckham is only playing bad because Baker Mayfield has made
Did you not watch the last game? Did he not drop a lot of balls?
I mean, I think he's pressing because he's not getting the ball, like, the way he's used to. And I think that's making him press. You don't just forget how to catch the ball, like.
Look, he had one great, like, one-handed catch, but every time he used 2 hands, he couldn't catch the ball for some reason.
We'll let Gardy get in on here real quick.
Look, Keon, like, I love you. I'm happy to be on the show. But if you're going to be throwing out takes like Case Keenum is better than Baker Mayfield for the Browns, you sound like one of those guys on Twitter on their burner account. He's, like, pissed off after work. I don't know what to tell you, man. Yeah. Has he been amazing this year? No, but the dude is injured right now. Like, he's debating getting surgery or playing through it because he's tough. And also, he's been sacked 18 times this season. That's 6th most out of any quarterback. You mentioned this amazing offensive line. Why are they getting to him and he's getting hurt? Like, I don't think everything's his fault. I think he knows how to win football games and he knows how to use his running backs and weapons to his advantage. I don't think he's like the Chiefs or like the Bucs, where he's going to need to put up a bunch of points to win football games. I think he knows what he's got to do, and I think he's going to execute. I actually believe in the Browns this year. Not the only, but as a Bears fan, like, we are hurting this year, bro. Like, Justin Fields has been sacked more than anyone else in the league, and he didn't even start as the starter this season. He's been sacked 22 times. Like, sacks take a toll on you, and I think if the Browns don't do something about him getting sacked, he's gonna get hurt. But I do think he is the fit, and Case Keenum is definitely not the answer. That dude is like kind of garbage. I can't believe you kind of backed him. Save it.
Hey, let me go off Guardy's point real quick. So the reason we're kind of having this discussion is kind of like Dak last year, or like his contract situation a few years ago. Baker Mayfield. A lot of people are debating whether the Browns should give him like that big contract extension, and kind of similar to Dak's situation. A lot of people are saying the Browns don't have a better option or whatnot, and just kind of going off of that, the Browns actually don't have a better option. Just think about all the quarterbacks they've had in the last 20 years. I don't know if you've seen that jersey with all the quarterback names, but they just have. And just look at the situation with Dak. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, Dak can't take them to that next level," blah blah blah. And now look at him. He's a game manager just like Baker, and now he's considered like a top 2-3 MVP candidate in the league. So yeah, just give Baker some time, and I think he can get there. But like what you said earlier, game managers usually can take their team to like their most optimal level.
My brother Guardy, toughness with a lack of talent is very overrated. Bro. You could be the toughest guy ever, but if you're one of the worst quarterbacks in the league, you being hurt and playing, I might want my backup over you. I don't know, man. I don't know. What I'm saying with Case Keenum is that Baker doesn't offer a premium over this guy. They're doing the same. They would do the same things. Their game is based on their offensive line and their running game. Odell, like Alejandro mentioned, it's not like he's getting 100 yards a game. He's not even getting that many touches a game. I mean, Jarvis is hurt, but even him, same thing. Like their game is built on the running game. So when you insert Case Keenum and he can provide very similar, if not the exact same thing to Baker Mayfield, to your starting quarterback that's supposed to be your franchise guy, your number one pick, that is a problem. And that is something they need to address immediately. And yeah, they don't currently have a better option right now. But what did we see the Rams do? They went to the freaking Super Bowl with Jared Goff, and they said, not good enough. And they traded him for Matthew Stafford. Now look at them. I mean,
we haven't seen anything yet. I mean, we don't know if they're going back to the Super Bowl or anything.
Look how good Matthew Stafford is playing. Look how good the team is playing. Like
now look at the Redskins when they had Kirk Cousins. They were like a decent quarterback, and they're like, we can get a better quarterback than this average quarterback. We don't want to pay him. Now look at them.
They got Taylor Heineke, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, bro, but that's
not a known commodity in the league. They got Taylor Heineke.
But they didn't want to pay Kirk Cousins.
Oh, yeah, but no, I'm saying that they.
And now look at the situation now.
Yeah, but you're giving a completely different example as to what I'm giving. I'm saying you can go out and try to get a better quarterback, which is what the Rams did. They were aggressive and they went after a known commodity. They went after Matthew Stafford. Look at how bad. Like the Lions haven't won a game yet this year. And Jared Goff, I don't even think he's been that bad, but like it just shows how bad that situation is. And they picked that out and they said that's a quarterback that we can use. If their running game is not the best in the league, the Browns can't win games. That's the issue with the Browns. You could put Baker, you could put Case Keenum. The same thing will be true. And like I said, he doesn't offer you a premium over anyone. And Case Keenum's actually an elite backup. He's one of the better backups in the league. So put a little respect on that man's name, former Houston Texan.
I got no respect on Case Keenum's name. And I think you got no respect on Baker Mayfield's name. This guy is not trash. He's way better than Jared Goff.
He's 24th in the league in passing yards.
I mean, he didn't play a game this year.
And a lot of
he didn't play a game this year.
Yeah, and a lot of other quarterbacks didn't play. They had a bye, and he's still 24.
Last week was the first week of buys.
Huh?
I think
last week was the first week of buys.
Yeah, and Josh Allen still has more. Josh Allen had a bye. He has more yards. Justin Herbert has a lot more yards. I mean, Dak Prescott has a lot more yards than him. They all just had a bye. So
yeah, you're naming top 3 quarterbacks.
You're naming top 40.
Yeah, this guy was a number 1 pick. What? Are you okay with? Oh yeah, we got the 20th best quarterback in the league. Yeah, that's going to get it done. That's
also compare the Rams situation. You compare the Rams situation with the Browns. Yeah, before they got Matthew Stafford, they were in the Super Bowl. Where were the Browns before they got Baker Mayfield?
Yeah, they were like one of the.
They were like struggling to win a game a year.
I agree, and now they got talent, and this is their window. Their window of opportunities right now. If they don't win now, eventually, running backs fall off. Chubb, Hunt. Offensive linemen, they get injured, they fall off. Their defense, hey, this is their window. And if if they don't upgrade their quarterback the next 3 years, they're going to miss their window.
I agree it's their window, but I do think Mayfield has the potential to be that guy and get them into the playoffs. I don't think they're ever going to be a Super Bowl contending team, but I do think Mayfield can elevate the team to at least get them in the playoffs and get them a win. And I think that would be a W.
They should be in the playoffs. They have a top 2 to 3 roster. I hope they make the playoffs. Dude, Mark Sanchez used to lead the Jets to like good rosters make playoffs. Like that's not really saying much.
But
let me ask you a question.
Do they win
Jimmy
games?
the 49ers went to a Super Bowl with Jimmy G. Like good rosters can go far.
The Browns are nothing like the 49ers with Jimmy G. The 49ers
the Browns do not have a good defense either right now. They probably have an average defense in the NFL too. Okay, let me ask you a question. What's the difference between like the Dak situation a few years ago and Baker's situation this year? A lot of people didn't think Dak was too good a few years ago and just thought he was a game manager.
What? Dak had one of the best. Dak's
aside for his rookie year, a lot of people did not think he had a hot sophomore campaign and junior campaign, and then he was injured after that, and he still got paid.
I mean, he performed. His sophomore year was. You're understating out. You're overstating how bad his sophomore year was.
I mean, I didn't say he was bad, but a lot of people. It was one of the biggest topics of the debate.
It wasn't like Baker's been questioned from day one. He hasn't. Really
has Dak not been questioned since his rookie year?
Dak was a 4th round pick and played better than Tony Romo his rookie year. Dak has been a surprise.
People never debated whether Dak should get a contract extension or not.
Yeah, to get paid the max, that's different than Baker. If Baker gets the max, then the Browns are screwed. That's all I gotta say about that. If Baker gets the max, the Browns are screwed. They're not gonna be relevant after 2 years.
I mean, I kind of just a final point. I think these two situations are kind of similar. Both those teams need that quarterback, and that quarterback's the right quarterback for that team. And I do think by the end of the season, Baker Mayfield will get that contract. We'll get that contract extension. He might not be like the highest paid quarterback, but he'll for sure be like a top 5 to 10 quarterback in terms of pay.
Thank you so much for watching this video from HomeCourt. If you like the content, please subscribe. Please click that bell for notifications and go check out one of our other videos from HomeCourt. Once again, thank you so much for watching it and have a good rest of your day.